Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a massive eyeshadow palette declutter. I don't have as many palettes as a lot of the beauty gurus on YouTube. I've got a total of 23 here, so whoop, I'm losing them already. So I don't expect to really get rid of that many, but right now it's about, it's July and I want to go through what I've got so far. It's halfway through the year and I want to see if there's anything that I can get rid of or part with to keep my collection open. So I'm going to clear space here and let's get started. All right, so the first palette that I've got here is the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette, and I am pretty much just obsessed with this palette. I am 100% not going to be decluttering this at all. Definitely one of ColourPop's best, so yeah, that's gonna stay. The second palette I've got here is the ColourPop California Love palette, and while I haven't used this one as much as I'd like to, it's still amazing, absolutely gorgeous. I love some of these gold tones, and I've liked the looks that I've come up with while using it so far. This shade up here, Diego, oh, so stunning. So that's definitely not going anywhere either. I've got the ColourPop Ooh La La Pink palette, and honestly, I am not as in love with this one as some of the others in my collection. I'm gonna hang on to this for a little bit longer just because I don't like to waste eyeshadow. I wanna see if I can use it up as much as I can. But it's still great quality and great for the price. So yes, I'll be keeping this one. So next one we've got is the Too Faced Tickled Peach palette. And as you can see, I've used the crap out of this. I've hit pan here, 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 here. And I think honestly, I am just over it and I'm ready to get rid of it. So that is going to be decluttered. So I've got the Warrior by Juvia's Place, and man, I've used this so much and there's no sign, barely at all, of much dipping in these pans because the pan sizes are so large. And I got this on sale for $10. It was such an amazing buy at Ulta. I love the quality, so I'm gonna be hanging on to this for a little while longer. Next one I've got is the Lit palette. This is a collaboration between Bretman Rock and ColourPop. And while it's not one of my favorite color stories on my eyes, it's still incredible quality. And you never know when you might need a red in your collection. So I'm gonna keep this for a little bit longer. And also I have the Wet palette in conjunction with the Lit palette. Also a collaboration between Bretman Rock and ColourPop. And I love the blues in here, such great quality. I like this color story on my eyes better than the red one, honestly. So I will definitely be keeping this for a little bit longer too. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. And I love this one. The quality is so good. The metallics are so rich and pigmented. Definitely hit pan on this dark brown matte called Cocoa Truffle over here. I haven't been reaching for this one as often in the past few months, but I still really like this palette. I'd like to try and get some more use out of it, so I'm going to hang on to this one for a little while longer. This is one of the newer palettes that I purchased. It's the ABH Norvina collection, the Mini Pro Pigment Palette Volume 3. And I like how small and travel friendly it is. And I just love the color story in here. For some people, I think it's like a big no-no. They just really weren't into it. But for some reason, I just really gravitated towards this. I thought it was very different. I love this little shimmery metallic blue up here and the glitter. It's just really great. The mattes are very blendable and smooth. So definitely not going to be getting rid of this one for a while. This is the Kesha Rose palette. My fiance got me this one for Christmas this past year. And I love Kesha. I grew up listening to her music, but I wasn't sure how the quality of this was going to be. But oh my God, you guys. Oh, I've got it everywhere. The quality in this palette is really awesome. Surprising to me, honestly. And I love the colors in here. It's one of my most colorful palettes. I love this sparkly silver. It's almost like a glittery shade. And so I definitely will be hanging on to this one for sure. My bad. I totally did not realize I have 25 palettes instead of 23. But anyways, moving right along, we've got the Good Sport palette by ColourPop. I am going to be hanging on to this for sure. I think they've discontinued this now, but this was their fall palette from a couple years ago. I think 2018, I think. And oh my God, I just love like the metallic-y shimmers in here. Oh, they're so buttery, so smooth. I mean, I just love the quality of ColourPop palettes in general. So yes, I'm gonna be hanging on to this one. So this is the Tati Beauty palette, and yes, there's a lot of drama going on right now in the beauty community, but there's no way in hell that I can get rid of this palette. I mean, anyone who has this, like, you know how good the quality of this is. So I can't get rid of this. Like, I'm going to be keeping this until I use it right down to the end of the pan. So this is not going anywhere anytime soon. This is the Too Faced Razzle Dazzle Berry Eyeshadow Palette. And let's see, honestly, like, this eyeshadow palette kind of confused me. Like, there's just really weird, so many different textures in here, and that kind of bothers me for some reason. Like, I feel like it wasn't like very cohesive texture wise. I mean, some of these shades were really pretty and I enjoyed it, but I think I'm just ready to get rid of it. I mean, that has pan, that has pan, that has pan, and so does this one. I don't know. It's like, I feel like I have other palettes that are so much better quality than this, and I've enjoyed it, but I think it's time to let it go. So this will be decluttered. Yet another ColourPop palette. This is the ColourPop Lovebird palette. This was an exclusive, only for a limited time. I think it's gone now, but this is the Lovebird palette. It's got a couple glitters in here, 1, 2, 3 here. I am a sucker for glitter in palettes. I know not everybody likes that, but I love it. That's pretty much why I picked it up, and I really, really enjoy this one. It's great quality, like all the rest of ColourPop stuff, so I am going to be hanging on to this for a while until I use it up, hopefully. Okay, this is seriously, like, probably one of the top favorites in my collection. Might be the top. The Morphe 39S Such a Gem palette. Oh my gosh. And everyone knows that I'm a purple girl. I love purple, and God, the quality in this is so good, and I should use it more often, but I'm like, no, I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it up. But I absolutely love this palette, and I'm definitely not gonna get rid of that at all. Okay, so this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, and my God, mine is such a mess. Like, I should probably get rid of this. I really should. Like, I've got pan on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades out of 14, and I just like it's kind of a mess. It's dirty and everything, and that kind of makes me want to throw it away, but at the same time I kind of want to keep it because I love this mulberry shade up here. Mulberry is so pretty, and God, the way that some of these blend, I mean, it's just so effortless. So I think, God, I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to put this in a maybe pile for right now, and I'll decide later after I go through the rest of my palettes. So I've got the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette, and I just started hitting pan on this shade right here called Bittersweet. I'm getting down to the pan on Soft and Sweet over here too, but this is such a great palette, great quality. Love the packaging, very sturdy. It's got some bigger pans than a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I have. So I'm just gonna continue using this. I don't reach for this one as often anymore, but I still really like it, so I'm gonna hang on to it. This is the Juvia's Place Masquerade Mini, and I love this palette. God, I should use this more often because I just love it so much. The colors are so pigmented, very colorful palette. Every single time I wear this palette, I get compliments. And it's just such great quality for a lower price. So I'm definitely going to be hanging on to this, and I need to remind myself to use it more often. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault collection in Bling Boss. And honestly, like, this palette isn't bad. It's not one of my favorites. It's not completely terrible though. I'm kind of like over it. I'm not sure how I feel about Jaclyn Hill. She's been posting more videos lately, so I've been like, like liking that, but I think I might put this in a maybe pile for later. So this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and this is one of my first high-end palettes, and I think it's a really cool color story. It's very different. I lost interest in it for a while. Like when I first got it, I used it for many months, like super obsessed with it. Then I just lost interest, and once quarantine started, I was like, you know what, I'm going to challenge myself to use a palette I don't normally use because I'm not going anywhere. So I kind of renewed my interest in this, and I think I might keep this for a little bit longer, though now it's been about 2 years since I've had it, so I feel like maybe I should give it up soon. I don't know. Like, I think some eyeshadows last longer than others, so I don't want to be wasteful either. So this is the brand new Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette. Oh, I'm gonna open it on the right end. I'm using this. I wore this on my eyes today, and I absolutely love this. It's my first Pat McGrath palette, and honey, I'm not gonna be decluttering this. Like, I better use this down to the pan, like every single shade, because this is an expensive palette. So yes, I'm gonna be holding on to this until I completely use this up, okay? Oh my god, this one absolutely breaks my heart because I have been obsessed with this palette. Oh my gosh. Like, every single time I wear this, I get compliments, but I have just used the crap out of it, as you can see. Oh my god, I've got pan on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shades. It's kind of a wreck, and oh my gosh, I just hate giving this up, but I know I have to do it because it's probably really gross and filled with bacteria everywhere, but man, did I love this palette. Oh my god, I might have to repurchase this at some point. I don't know when, but I think I really need to just throw this away because it is a wreck. Oh, it makes me so sad. This is the ColourPop It's My Pleasure palette. It's purples, and it's really funny. The other day I was riding in the car with my fiance, and this shade crumbled all over his car. Bare Minimum is gone now, so I guess that helps me get through the palette faster. But it's a nice palette. It's not my favorite purple palette that I have, but it's nice, so I'm going to continue using it because I am a purple freak. So yeah. Okay, Glitter Storm. I loved this palette, but honestly, I'm kind of over it. I don't know. Like, it's good. I like the glitters, I guess, but now I have so many other glitters that I feel like are better quality than these. So I might actually declutter this one. Yeah, I think I'm ready to do it. Yep. And dun, 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 my last palette, one of the most controversial people on YouTube right now. The Jeffree Star Bloodlust purple palette. Yes, I did buy this. It's my first and only Jeffree Star palette. I really don't want to get rid of this. I mean, it's gorgeous, and honestly, I've only gotten to use it a few times. So, I mean, the quality of this is really good, you know, despite everything that's happening. I don't know. I mean, it's a gorgeous palette, and I would like to use it for what it is. So, yes, I'm going to be hanging on to that. So let's go back to the maybes. The Soft Glam palette. Oh God, it's such a wreck. But I don't think I can let go of this one yet. It's such a great neutral palette, a staple in a lot of people's collections. And I think I'm gonna hang on to this for a little while longer. And then the Morphe Jaclyn Hill, but I hate to be wasteful. Honestly, that's funny because I still have a lot in here, but I don't know. I might do a few more looks with this, but honestly, yeah, I've got more than this, and this is kind of a wreck too. So yeah, so okay, so total I decluttered 4 palettes out of 25, which is good. I didn't really have anything like set in stone saying I have to declutter this many. So, you know, I feel good about it. Like I feel like I did use a great amount of these palettes already. So yeah, so these are my 4 that I'm decluttering. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.